In my previous video, I talked about a man that was scammed of $3 million worth of XRP. Honestly, it's a very devastating situation, and coupled with the fact that the man is already a retiree, and all of a sudden, such tragic situation happened to them. Honestly, it was very, very devastating, and I can tell you, anybody can fall victim of this, but I don't want any of my audience or my community members to fall victim of this, and that is why I'm bringing this topic today. Honestly, I've not been so happy. The whole situation was very, very, devastating. Seeing that someone like that, got scammed of a very large amount of money. This and many more scams are happening in the crypto ecosystem, and it is happening on daily basis. But the best thing you can do is to protect yourself, protect your device, and protect your wallet. Either cold or hot wallet, you need to protect it like your life depends on it. Graciously, a lot of companies reached out to Mr. Branding, and they were trying to solve the situation. And honestly, to me, I feel Mr. Branding has decided to move on, take his feet and move on, because here is a decentralized ecosystem, and so many scams happening here are not being accounted for. People don't know who it is because everybody here is anonymous. And based on this Mr. Brandy's story, he used a decentralized exchange because it is quite difficult to track anybody through a decentralized exchange. All right, they avoided the centralized exchange because they know that through a centralized exchange they can actually be caught, and that is why they avoided centralized exchanges, and then they used decentralized exchanges to carry out this scam. Anyway, in today's video, I want to tell you this crypto scam that you should avoid, and you need to do this for the sake of your wallet, for the sake of your assets. All right, so you need to avoid these scams. And before we do that, I welcome you to today's video. If this is your first time of joining me, please do well to subscribe and turn on post notification. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always being here. Please do well to like, comment, share your thoughts, ask your question in the comment section, and then let's interact. Also share with your family and friends if you find this content very engaging. So I'm just going to list a few of the scams that are rampant in the crypto ecosystem, and then how you can avoid them. The first and most common scam you should avoid in the crypto ecosystem is the phishing scam. The phishing scam is basically when a scammer sends you an email or message pretending to be legitimate crypto platforms so that they can steal away your funds. Okay, so most times when you come across some messages and some emails of big exchanges telling you to send your seed phrase to do this. Most times those messages are not genuine because these scammers have a way of cloning these big exchanges, pretending to be like them just to get hold of your funds, get hold of your wallet, or even get hold of your devices. So you have to be very careful whenever you receive a message, whenever you receive an email. You have to be very careful. You need to do your due diligence before you interact with any email. All right, so it's very important you do this. A few days ago I received a mail, all right, and before I interacted with them, I did my due diligence. I made sure that I checked out the links that were checked to me before clicking on them. I checked out the exchange that was being talked about. I checked out everything before I started interacting with them. Okay, so you need to do your due diligence. Be very careful of the kinds of link you click. Okay, the URL links are very important. It is very important you check them out, you scan them, you make sure that they are safe before you click on them. It is very important for your device, for your crypto asset. It is very important, so you need to be very, very careful, because most times these people clone big exchange that are trusted in the crypto ecosystem, and you might fall into such scam because you might think that, okay, this exchange, you know them, meanwhile it is a clone. The best way to avoid them is to ignore them, delete them, block them. Once you find out that they are phishing mails, phishing messages, you need to block them, delete those mails. Do not even open those mails. Make sure that they don't have any access to your phone anymore. You need to block them. So that is what I usually do. If I get any email that I don't know where it's from, I do my due diligence and I don't trust them, I am deleting them straight away. Okay, I don't interact with them. So you need to start doing that to be on the safe side. The second crypto scam you should avoid in the crypto ecosystem is rug pull. So a lot of people in the crypto ecosystem are familiar with the word rug pull. Rug pull simply means when a crypto team abandons the project and runs away with the liquidity. So before you invest into any crypto project, you need to do a thorough research about the crypto teams, the crypto project, and the things that they are building. So before you invest, make sure that you are aware, and then you know what the crypto team are building, know their vesting period, know their team allocation. You need to find out about the technomies, the white paper. You need to know everything about the project before you invest, because rug pull is so common in the crypto ecosystem and anybody can fall victim to it. So you need to be very careful. You need to always do your research before you invest. So rug pull is one of those scams that is common in the crypto ecosystem and you can actually avoid them. The third scam to avoid in the crypto ecosystem is Ponzi scheme. A lot of people fall victim to this particular one because the Ponzi scheme platform will promise you high return, high interest on your investment, and you might be triggered to invest. All right, your greed will trigger you to invest, and after some months they run away with the investors' money. Ponzi scheme actually works when a platform tells a particular investor or tell investors to invest in their platform and they promise them humongous return and interest. And when investors invest, most times the earlier investors cash out, and when they cannot be able to keep up, they run away with investors' money. So before you invest in any project, in any Ponzi scheme project that is promising you huge returns, do your due diligence early. Any project that is promising you huge returns, like 100 profit at a very short period of time, that is definitely a Ponzi scheme, because for a project to mature, for a project to build and mature, they need time and they need resources before they can actually pay you any interest. But if you see any project that is promising you all that in a very short period of time, please run away from them. You need to just avoid them totally. I don't do Ponzi scheme, no matter how juicy it is, no matter how juicy you bring the reward. I don't do Ponzi scheme. All right, so make sure you do your due diligence and avoid any scheme that is promising you high return in a very short period of time. That is definitely a Ponzi scheme, and once they run away with your money, it's quite difficult to recover them. Okay, so make sure you avoid them totally. The fourth scam to avoid in the crypto ecosystem is fake initial coin offerings and token sales. Scammers come in the crypto ecosystem and they are so free to do anything, and most of the time they create fake projects, they create fake tokens, and then tell people to come and buy pre-sale, come and buy the coins before they launch it, and then all of a sudden they disappear with the money. So before you do any sort of investment in this crypto ecosystem, you need to be very good at researching projects, tokens, and how it works. Okay, you need to be very good at that. Make sure you research every coin that you're about to buy, every project that you're about to invest into, because scammers can disguise as anything. They can impersonate anybody, they can clone any platform, any organization, and bring it to you, and you might believe them. And there's always a high tendency of you believing them, because they will make sure they do it so perfectly that you wouldn't even want to see any disbelief, okay, that they are fake. So they will do it so perfectly to make you believe. So the best thing for you to do is to sit down, do a very big due diligence. You need to do a very big research before you engage with them. All right, before you engage with any ICOs, token sales, pre-sales, make sure you do your research properly. The sixth crypto scam that you should avoid in the crypto ecosystem is called third-party involvement. Okay, so I always advise, whenever you're doing anything that concerns your money, your assets in the financial market, especially crypto, it's best you don't involve any third party. If you want to buy anything, you go directly to the seller. If you want to send anything to anybody, you go directly to the person. Do not involve third party, except they are tested and trusted. Like when you do P2P, you make sure you go to the trusted and tested third party. Okay, so do not involve any third party. The business should be between you and the person that you're doing the business with. If you want to buy a cold wallet, please go to the manufacturers. Do not go to a third party like online e-store. Okay, make sure you go to the manufacturer directly. If you want to get a gadget, please go to the manufacturers too. Do not go to a third party or buy a second-hand used phones. These phones might be tracked, these phones might be compromised, and if anything happens to you, it is very difficult to recover. So as a crypto enthusiast in the crypto ecosystem, security should be your topmost priority. I will keep saying it. If I have anything about security that I need to teach or I need to bring to you, I will definitely do it immediately, because that is the most important thing here in the crypto ecosystem. Make sure you take your security very seriously. Secure your wallet, secure your assets, secure your gadgets, because all of those things are the things that keep you safe in this crypto ecosystem. It is a digital space and everybody can come there and do anything. And if you're not safe, then you might be losing a lot of money to scammers. So that will be all for today's video. Please do well to subscribe if you have not. Also share this video to your family and friends so that they will know how to protect yourself in the crypto ecosystem from scams. Also tell us in the comment section, have you ever been scammed in the crypto ecosystem before? How were you able to handle the situation and how successful was it for you? All right, so until my next video, see you.